Blessed be the name of the Lord. And a major shout out to you, Mitty Man, Brother Ernest Walker, PP Drawings, Orange Flavor, and my boy Hiding Cliff, and everybody else around the world that's doing the will of the Father and living their life for God. To the believers and to the unbelievers. May God bless everybody. And Mitty Man, just viewing your video, you said some things in there that hit me as always when you was talking about the music, production. And you made a statement in your video saying that you was talking about how the rappers, R&B artists, people that are always talking about secular music, how they getting their music out there, and how gospel people need to be doing the same thing. And you said something that you thought people wasn't going to agree with, but I'm here to tell you right now, I agree with what you said. Because you said sometimes we need to think about what we be talking about and doing it. We need to be trying to get our music, gospel musics, to hit the club. Oh, yeah. Because I'm going to say this real loud, Mitty Man. Down here in Dallas, Fred Hammond music hits the club. Marvin Sapp music hits the club. Even when Never Could Have Made It first came out, it hit on the R&B charts, #1. And we got the nerve to keep talking about secular music. And we got the nerve to keep trying to block out everything. It's a problem with music, period. And I like what Fred Hammond said. Fred Hammond said, I'm glad that my music hit the club. He said, I wish I could get all of my music to hit the club because that let me know it's being reached outside of the church. Yeah. But we so busy down in the secular artists, the R&B singers, and people don't understand how many people done been saved through music. I know some people right now done changed their life around because they heard a song played in the club. Yeah. But we too busy judging the secular artists. Oh man, oh we can't listen to secular music. And I'm so sick of Christian folks lying like when they get in their car, the only thing they listen to is gospel music. Nah. So I did that video on pastors and these hypocrites. What do you listen to when you make love to your wife? People got mad at that video, but I don't care. Because we want to make the whole world look bad with everything. I'm just sick of the conflict with music. And you're right, bro. Your music should reach. My thing is, I tell people in a minute, how are you going to ever reach somebody if you hide and hold it and die? Yeah. If Jesus had to go sit down at the table and eat with the sinners, what do that tell us as people? We need to encourage the sinners as well. Because believe it or not, we are all sinners. We think some people just think they don't do nothing wrong. And they got the nerve to tell you all secular music is bad. When ain't nobody died and went to heaven and came back and can tell you what kind of music Jesus liked. Yeah, we can't play Rivers in the Sky because it's too secular, and that's more of like a wedding song to me. But we can't play that in weddings because it's Stevie Wonder and it's secular. Best believe Stevie Wonder know how to sing gospel music also. He got a video on here when he did I Won't Complain. People forget that half of these people that you criticizing came from the church and still go back and sing in the church because they got their understanding on music. People too busy putting label on music. Yes, there is bad music and there is good music. We know that. But who are we to keep judging people? Huh? See what I'm saying? When there is only one judge. If you don't want to listen to R&B, don't listen to it. But quit criticizing everybody else that listen to it. If you don't want to go to the club, go to happy hour, quit criticizing people that go to happy hour. Don't do it. Just shut up if you ain't got nothing good to say. Because me and my mama and my brothers go to happy hour. We sit down. It's a place down here in Dallas called Beamer's, man. It's off the chain. And everybody go to Beamer's. They got a 40-foot long buffet. I go in there with my mom and my brothers. We have a good time. We sit down and we listen to the secular music. And we sit down and mingle with folks. We mingling as a family. My mama loved going to it. See, people don't know how to have fun no more. Everything I do, it's secular. I can't do that. Man, this is the thing. Let me say something like this. Take away the secular music. Let's just picture this right quick. Okay, you so saved, you so holding down. Let's picture all the secular music being gone. In your life, you are still going to see something negative if it don't have nothing to do with music. Okay, you done quit smoking. but you still standing around people that smoke on your job. See my point? Oh, you done quit drinking, but you still got people in your family that are stone cold drunks. So who are you to judge them when you was the same way? You was out drinking them when you was drinking, but now that you done got so-called saved and you holding it down, you judging them and looking at them like they worse than you was. Huh? It don't matter what you do in this life. You're going to always be around negative. But can you take your negative and make it positive? This whole conflict with music, it just make me sick to my stomach because I'm a musician. I play all types of music, and I'm going to say it loud and clear. I play all types of music because JT is not holding it down. Oh, I love wedding songs. I love jazz, and there's some rap that I love. And I don't care who agree with it and who don't. Because don't none of that stuff make me want to kill nobody. And first of all, music is not going to put me in hell. God almighty. We just ignorant of the word. This whole talk on secular music. And you got people that do secular music that's more closer with God. Why? Because of their relationship. They got a better relationship with God than half of these folks that's going in these churches. But these church folks want to keep judging. I got a problem with secular music. I don't. I look at life in general. We sitting there worrying about music when you got folks around here murdering folks, killing folks. People killing their own brothers, killing their own sisters, killing their own mamas, and we sitting there crying about music. When music ain't got nothing to do with getting you into heaven, whether it's secular or gospel, you can listen to that gospel music long as you want to, and all the gospel music you listen to ain't gonna get you into heaven. Good God Almighty. I love music. Music was a form. God designed music. God designed sex. Let's look at it like this. God designed sex for marriage, but look what we do with sex. So does that make sex bad? No, sex is not bad. It's us that turn it and make it bad because we do it we do everything that God say do. We don't do it the way he say do it. We take sex and abuse it. We get around and sleep around and hold around, and then we want to turn around and say God bless us. We want to judge somebody else. We get to church and we hold it down. Yeah. These church folks need to start keeping it real, man. I'm tired of people sneaking in their cars trying to hide what they listen to. That's why if you're around me, you're going to hear me playing everything. Because music ain't going to take me to hell. Me doing my ignorant stuff and not doing God's will is going to take me to hell and getting caught up in what everybody else is doing. That's why I don't get caught up in what everybody else is doing. This whole conflict with music. They bumping Fred Hammond music in the club. I thank God for that. Well, yeah. That's why I'm always encouraging people. I like what my boy P.P. Drawing say about the outreach ministry. P.P. Drawing say his church is in the hood. That's why they help the lost in the hood. And if you so holding it down, you ain't going to reach nobody. Church folks, Christian folks, y'all call it. Holding it down folks, let me say it right. Because all church folks ain't bad folks. All churches ain't bad churches. But you got a whole lot of confused people in these confused churches. Thinking that they doing all the will of God and they doing their will in their own name. They thinking they talking about a relationship with God and they just caught up in religion. Man, I know some pastors some folks done got saved because the pastor told them, come into church and do what you do. You want to bring your guitar in the church and sing your secular song, come on in the church with it. Let me come down to your level. I know some pastors like that. Woo! And this other pastors can't stand them, but wonder why they growing and growing and growing, and them other pastors that's hating on them is still in the same spot. Because you got to reach all levels. Jesus didn't just reach the believers. Why you think he walked with the sinners? Jesus had to reach the sinners also. And we as people will never reach the sinners by being stupid and ignorant of the word and trying to block out everything somebody do. Like I was saying in the other video, people think when they get saved, they're going to change overnight. That's why half of the people don't believe that they done got saved. Because they don't understand that once you get saved, your actions don't change overnight, but your heart changes immediately. Your actions don't change overnight. And you got these holding down people always telling you, oh, when you become saved, you can't do this, such this, you can't do that, you can't do that, you got to get away from that. Yeah, that's true and all, but it don't happen overnight. And then God still places you in certain places. You don't know where God will place you at to minister to somebody. Mm. Woo! Boy, I try to tell folks, man, this whole battle between gospel music and secular music. And wonder why the rap music is steady expanding. I was saying that in the video I did on the people in gospel go through the same thing that the people in the secular music go through. But if you ain't around it, you don't know that. See, I'm a producer. I know what goes on. And I find out that it's more and more of these church folks is worse than these people in the world that they talking about. Oh, you a boy if you can get behind closed doors and see what go on in these studios with these church folks. Always judging the world. I love people in the world, man. I'm always forever reach out to people in the world because my street that I stay on, man, back in the day, this street was one of the streets with the most dope houses on it. The drug dealers, the pimps, the prostitutes, you name it, it went on this street. And it's still on this street in so many ways. And God got me still here as a reason to help others. That's my job, to help others, not down them. Best believe when they walk up to my porch, I might have some Marvin Gaye going on, some Earth, Wind and Fire going on, some new school R&B going on, and even some rap music going on. And they love that because they say, JT, you keep it real, man. I thought when you get saved, you can't listen to that kind of music. That's to them holding down folks. That don't apply to me. I'm sick of these folks with all this holding down mentality. They forgot what they used to listen to. We've been listening to Amazing Grace all our life. I've been hearing Amazing Grace all my life in the church. I got sick of hearing Amazing Grace. To this day, I get sick of hearing a lot of church music because that's all I have to do as a minister of music. I have to learn songs and present it to the choir. Best believe I don't listen to R&B, gospel music all the time. I probably listen more at R&B music because I'm sick of listening to gospel music. How am I going to reach somebody if I'm holding down? Oh, he got Tupac on. I can't even have a conversation with him. Tupac was one of my favorite artists. Still is. I got artists in gospel that I love, and I got artists in R&B and rap that I love. I can listen to it every day of the week, and it don't mess up my mind. Because I don't never forget where I came from. But I know what to do and what not to do. I can listen to all kind of music. You think it's going to make me want to go outside and kill somebody? No. What was the point of me being saved? God told me, JT, you're going to be saved, but you ain't got to sit here and be no boring Christian. You ain't got to live no boring life. It ain't got to just be about church. See, that's that religion stuff. That's that religion mentality. No. Y'all can stay holding them down. I told you, I'm in the category with God. I'm in the relationship side. Because I used to listen to folks all the time. Well, I can't listen to that no more. I'm saved. And they be talking about a wedding song. The thing that brought them and their husband together. They can't listen to it no more. I used to love listening to Barry White. But when I became saved, I can't listen to Barry White no more. I'm saved now. That's what brought me and my husband back together. But I can't listen to it no more. Why you can't listen to it? That's what brought you and your husband together. And you married now. That's y'all favorite song. People are ignorant, man, of the word. Because we look at certain scriptures. Man, let me just be blunt with this. When you even look at scriptures in the Bible, wherever once in the Bible it told you what kind of music it was. But let me say this right, because that's going to confuse somebody. Somebody just showed me one scripture where it says, thou shalt not listen to secular music. I like what P.P. Drawings say when you look at the Hebrew boys. See, the king back then, yeah, they was playing their music, but it still never told us what kind of music they played. But they played, the king say, when y'all hear this music, everybody must bow down to this music. But the Hebrew boys didn't. See, that's the difference right there. When you are worshiping somebody else, another idol other than God, that's like people do Jay-Z. People do Kanye West. They worshiping man. But see, I can listen to that music and I'm worshiping God, not man. I've been around music all my life. If it wasn't for music and God saving me, I would have rather been dead because I've been doing music since I was a child. God knew what I was before he created me, before I was in my mother's womb. He knew my mother before my mama had me. He knew my mama before her mama. On and on and on. My mama loves secular music. My mom teaches swing dance. Do you think my mom is teaching swing dance music to John P. Key music. That's why I say now, you got churches doing swing dancing down here in Dallas now. I know pastors that get involved with the swing dance, and they're not sitting there worrying about what kind of music it is. I know too many pastors that tell you, hey man, spice up this gospel music. Put a little Earth, Wind, and Fire in it. Let's liven it up in here, because we so sick of hearing this plain old stuff all the time. And we got the nerve to say we can't listen at this, we can't listen at that. I'm going to tell you what I do in my church. I take a little bit of old school, I take a little bit of R&B, I mix everything together. Because it is, once again, it's not about the music. It's about the lyrics that destroys music. The lyrics can destroy a song. You can take all the lyrics out of a song, and the music will be pretty. I said this once before, that people love when I say this. You look at a song, Father, I stretch my hands to thee. I need thee now. I need thee, oh, amazing grace. If there was never lyrics put to those songs, any of those songs, would that make those songs secular? Because if you take the lyrics out of a song, all you have is music. They played music. Look at David. David was a great musician, skillful musician. David played the evil spirits out of Saul. Who was there to say what kind of music David was playing? Was you there? Was I there? No. So they let me know David could have possibly been playing some jazz. He could have been playing some gospel. He could have been playing some R&B type of chords on his harp. But who do we know? I mean, how do we know that? You see my point? If we could quit getting caught up in these man-made traditions, that's why I love the pastors that keep it real, man. I didn't mean to go this long in this video, but I'm sick of it, man. And I'm with you, Mitty, man. Down here in Dallas, the music, the gospel music will hit the clubs. They got a show on TV now, on TV One, called Unsung, and I love to watch that, man. They had the Clark sisters on there one time. And that's the problem what they had, because the Clark sisters was battling with that for years. Secular music, gospel music. Because some people are brought up so holy and die. They so holy, they brought up in holiness, they can't do nothing. They can't wear, if it ain't a long dress covering up their legs, they can't wear it. They got to have their hair tied down. It's some women out there with beautiful, long, naturally hair, and you will never even see it because they holiness. And they keep things on their head, and their hair come all the way down past their butt. You'll never see it, though. Tradition. Religion. That's why I love how Jesus reached all levels. The greatest teacher is Jesus. Greatest teacher of salvation, Jesus. You should be more concerned about your salvation than a music note. We too busy focusing on music. God Almighty, this is ignorance to me, man. This is stupid. And best believe when you listen to Fred Hammond, when you listen to John P. Key, when you listen to all these great gospel artists that you love, when you really listen to their music, and you're talking about secular music, but you don't understand how they taking the music that you so-called call secular, they taking that music and mixing it with gospel. Oh, how can I always hear the gap band stuff. I can hear a little bit of Earth, Wind, and Fire and gospel. Gospel music now ain't nothing but R&B and old school mixed together. Even blues. Oh man, look, I'm gonna give you a prime example. You look at the song Hezekiah Walker and John P. Key did, old song called I'll Make It. I'll make it. Da, 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 da. It's all right now. Think I can make it anyhow. You know where that song came from? It came from a guy named DJ Rogers. When you look at the Counter Spiritual song, I got to clean up what I messed up. Don't you know that was a blues song? Listen at the music if you think I'm lying. How many more songs do we need to go into that you call secular music, that was the same music and the lyrics done changed? I can listen to Clean Up by the Counter Spiritual and still can go back and listen at the blues version of the Clean Up, what I messed up. Got to start my life over again. When you look at Stevie Wonder's Rhythms in the Sky, look at how pretty those lyrics is. Yeah. But see, we want to keep judging the music. When you look at the gospels, the artists that you love the most, look at, really break down. Let's see, I'm a producer. I'm a musician. I study music. I can pretty much tell you every song out today who it was back in the day. You think I'm lying? Try me. Who is this song by? I can tell you. Oh, that was, even the song Music Soul Child did, Love. That's a gospel song also. Beautiful song. Because God is love. And love is God. But see, we don't want to get deep with that. And I'm going to leave this video alone because somebody mad at that. But so what? And God bless you, man. Keep standing on the word, man. I hope when I come out with my gospel CD, you best believe I'm going to be going to the clubs, passing them around. Hey, man, check this out. Because people remember me when I was lost, and people know where I'm at now. God bless you.